What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got another one from Wild Eye releasing, and it is Beware the Lake. So this is about a new girl in town. Her name is Tabitha. She's Romanian. She's got kind of a gothic look to her, which is a stark contrast from the rest of her community, which is a kind of white bread, perky cheerleader type girls, very rural. So it's kind of a culture shock for her, which immediately sets off some social conflict with some of the other people. But she's a friendly person. She wants to fit in. So when she gets invited for a late night swim by the cheerleaders, she accepts, not knowing that they've drugged her drink, which means that by the time they get to the lake and get undressed and they're going to go for their late night skinny dip, they end up abandoning her there, and she's starting to get woozy from the drugs. The cheerleaders call a couple local transients to come out and harass her. The transients try to rape her, but she fights them off. And in an effort to, I guess, subdue her, one of them starts to choke her and accidentally kills her. So they dispose of the body. Next morning, people are having nightmares, people are having visions, and nobody knows what's going on. She gets reported missing. The police are poking around, and it becomes clear that even though she's dead, there's something with her spirit is still around because of these nightmares and visions, and people are seeing her places, and the police are all convinced that anybody that dies within the town has died because of some kind of sexual deviancy gone wrong, apparently. And anyway, whatever's happening, people are dying, and that's what happens in the movie. This is a pretty straightforward indie horror movie. We've seen this kind of premise before where someone was wronged and ends up killed, and they come back for vengeance. So it's not like this is new ground here, but it's done well. I mean, everything about this is solid. I really like the lead actress who plays Tabitha. I thought she was really charismatic. She has a really interesting, nervous, awkward energy that fit this role perfectly because she does feel kind of like out of place. So that energy worked really well for the role. She's definitely outshines the rest of her castmates here, including Jonathan Lipnicki of Jerry Maguire fame, who's in this. I liked her performance. I think she's the best part of the movie. Like I said, she's got kind of that awkward charm, and then later on, whenever she's more of a dark, haunted version of herself, she's equally creepy, so that works too. It doesn't have a lot of blood in it. It doesn't have any sleaze in it, but it's got a good sense of humor, and at least it makes some efforts to have some creepy visuals and a little bit of atmosphere. It's just kind of a basic, straightforward indie horror movie that I think works as well as something like this can work. It's nothing that's going to change your life or stick with you probably, but I mean, if you're a horror fan and you want something to watch, I think Beware the Lake, it would be would fill that gap pretty well. I do think it's a little slow at times, and I wasn't a big fan of some of the other cast members, but I think there's more than enough stuff here to recommend it. And the DVD from Wild Eye, it's got some trailers, and that's about it. The transfer looks fine. It is what it is. It's a lower budget indie horror movie, so it doesn't look super polished and AAA, glossy, but it looks fine. I would definitely recommend this to anybody who likes indie horror movies, kind of ghostly vengeance from beyond the grave movies, or you just like cute, awkward, nervous, energied quasi-goth girls, because the girl in this is pretty charming. So I would definitely recommend it. If you want to read my full write-up of Beware the Lake, you can check that out at markfusion.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon for exclusive content, and you can get kind of a preview of what might be in the pipeline to get video reviews here if you follow me on Letterboxd, and all that is under Mark Fusion as well. But the best thing you can do to help me out, like I always say, is just hit that sub button. It's free, easy, direct, and it's a concrete way to support me and help me grow my channel and make it where I can continue to make this content for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Check out Beware the Lake. Really solid indie horror. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.